Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Nerd Evolution Podcast. I am your host, Joey, also known as Firecloud in some circles, but no one ever, really goes there anymore. I am being co-hosted today with my guy Crunchy. How's it going, Crunchy?
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I don't know
Holding
what
up
angle
okay?
you're at. Yeah, I don't know what angle you're at. Is it this one?
Well,
I'm just gonna look
technically,
this
if
way.
I point this way, I'm pointing at you, and
Oh,
if
so
you,
I'm looking the right
yeah,
way.
you're looking at
Yeah.
me. If I look like this, but it doesn't matter
Okay.
because I could technically edit you to the bottom of the screen on the other corner, so it doesn't.
Oh, well, I see how.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually I'm gonna replace you with AJ, but I'm gonna use your voice the entire
Yes,
time.
yeah. Do the just. I mean, all
Canadian.
Asians look the same, right? So
No, they don't.
no, no,
You look
no.
nothing like
We
Jackie
don't.
Chan or Bruce Lee.
Oh, damn.
I'm just gonna say
And
it.
here I thought I was gonna be able to use my fame for that.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Um, but we're also been graced back with the presence of Lord Irish. He decided to return from his trip to Irish Scotland,
Irishland.
Irishland.
Did
How
you
you
join
been,
the
man?
IRA?
Ooh. And the NRA.
Join it. He took it over and then disbanded.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
That
then when
makes
he
sense.
left,
That
and
makes a
then
lot of
when they
sense.
left, they recreated it when he left. It was like, he's gone. We can
I
finally
see.
do some stuff.
There was a 3-day coup of the
There was
IRA.
Yeah.
No,
By
not
the
the
NRA.
NRA, not the AARP. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about game ports to PC. So it wasn't that long ago that cross-platform was relatively unheard of, let alone exclusive games leaving their consoles that they were designed for and being ported on over to the PC. Tonight, we're going to discuss what that means for current generation of consoles and what it means for the future of consoles. But first, a message from our sponsor, iFixit. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, you had me for a
His
second.
face.
You had me for a
Right.
second.
I'm gonna
Oh
edit.
man, I was so stoked. Oh, I
No,
was
but
like,
for
wow.
real, iFixit is a great tool for if you're going to fix up your. No, I'm just kidding. Not really a sponsor.
No, seriously though, I
Also
have
brought
used
to you
iFixit in the
by.
past. They're good.
Actually, I do use. Look, not a sponsor. Got to say that for real. I do use iFixit for a great many of things. If you are going to do any type of repair on anything electronic, not just computers, but anything electronic, get this one. Get this case right here. It's the bare minimum you'll need. It's got basically everything you could possibly need in bits and everything else. It is worth the money that it cost. And if we ever are sponsored by iFixit, I will greatly wear their apparel and take all their free stuff. But no, but ever since I bought this, everything I have done electronic wise, I have used this computer, this kit to build. I used it to rebuild my computer and everything. It's great. But for in all seriousness, back in the day when consoles were all fresh and new, exclusive titles were sold. I'm sorry, exclusive titles were what sold the systems. I can remember that the version I bought of an Xbox just because I played the game Halo in a Kmart one day. Yes, I know, way back when Kmart's existed, right? Before that, I was big into PlayStation because Metal Gear, Gran Turismo. But I mean, why else would you play? I mean, Crash Bandicoot maybe. But then it was before that it was Nintendo because Mario, Zelda, and
No, it
Metroid.
was Sega because Sega does what Nintendo don't.
It does, yeah. Sega does go out of business. That's exactly what it did that Nintendo don't.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
it's but by the way, who owns Sega
they're
now?
very
Oh, that's
good.
right, Nintendo. Yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
N-
I sense a long deep seated rivalry between you two, between those two consoles.
Look, I had a Sega, I had a Nintendo. My Sega collected dust. I gave it to my cousin. Um,
Oh man.
I did not care for Sonic is awesome, but it was not enough to keep me on the thing. But I tell you what, you know what I can play. You know what I can play Sonic on now? A Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
that hurts.
yeah. I love my Nintendo. I've always loved the Nintendo line. The only I didn't get the Wii U. That's the only console I didn't ever own. Anyway, so these days, those days may be soon be coming to an end. We are seeing more and more titles being designed for exclusive sales for being ported over to the PC. Things such as things that have already been ported over to the PC. Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a PS4 exclusive. It was a big seller back when they did launch the PS4 Pro. It was a really big deal. Detroit Become Human. That one, I was very surprised to see that one come over. We have Death Stranding. I'm sorry.
And Heavy Rain.
And Heavy Rain.
When that whole collection came out.
The Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, and then the Detroit Become Human. They were all like the same studio designed all of them. Wasn't it the same girl in Beyond Two Souls that did the voiceover, the voice character for The Last of Us? Is that the same? It's not the same girl. Okay.
No,
I don't know. I'm getting the actress mixed up.
so.
But Death Stranding. I mean, that's a very recent title. That was a big deal. What was his name? Hideo Kojima. He left Konami because of the whole thing with Silent Hill and Konami Productions and what they did to his Metal Gear franchise, which I'm sorry to say that it looks like we'll probably never get a true Metal Gear ever again. But we get a spiritual successor, which is the walking simulator and delivery package. Look, the game looks great. It plays great. The concept is really cool. But there's too much walking in the game. Anyway, so what does that mean for you guys? I mean, exclusive console titles being ported over to the PC. What do you guys think that means for the future of consoles as a whole?
I like it.
It means that I'm not buying a PS5.
Ooh,
You don't have to
no
get a
PS5.
I'm not getting I was thinking about getting a PS5, but then
Out of what?
there's a leak list of the exclusives that are going to come over to PC.
Go ahead.
Like
What are they?
Ghost of Tsushima, God of War 2018. Like, I mean, if the only thing that would entice me to buy a PS5 means that I get to play a single player game like a year early, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait a year because I already have a larger back catalog. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. It came out in 2020. So I'll just play that instead.
2020.
2020, yes. The year that never ended. 2020 through 2020.
Yeah, and 2021 seems like it's going too fast.
But Ghost of Tsushima, God of War 2018, the Nathan Drake Uncharted collection, just all this stuff just coming to PC means that
Now,
there is no incentive.
Is it confirmed for Uncharted?
It's pretty much. It's not confirmed for Uncharted, but based on the leakers that we've seen, those are going to be like the next 4 titles that are going to come out.
I was
They're
actually
gonna be
disappointed to
ported over.
see Last of Us on that list so soon. Honestly, I mean,
Last of Us came out in what, 2012 when the original came out? 2015.
Last of Us 2 is being ported, not 1.
Oh, okay.
Last of Us 1 came out at the end of the PS3 life cycle. It was the last game that I got for my PS3, and was going to be the last game that I got for my PS4. But then they had to launch Ghost of Tsushima after, and I couldn't wait. But Days Gone, that one came out last year, and it didn't have that great of a reception, to be honest with you. I got it for as the free thing. Whenever you get a PS5, they give you a bunch of free titles for having PS Plus also. And God of War was on them because it was a platinum hits. Now, Spider-Man is coming to PC. You will see it launched on PC probably sometime this summer. They're expecting June, July. But the question is, does that include the new PS5 Miles Morales, which is technically the expansion sequel, whatever, to that game?
There's no way they're going to release the
Isn't it
PS5 version, the new one.
Isn't it a?
Well, it's also on.
Isn't it like a
PS4,
standalone
isn't
game?
It is technically, yes, it is a standalone game, but it's kind of too short to call it a full game. It's technically when you buy it, you get the first one with it. So it's kind of like the glorified expansion but you buy the Game of the Year version that has all the other expansions that came out last year. So it's kind of like whenever they did Fallout with all the Game of the Year versions, and they had that. Oh, was it Blue Harvest or whatever it was in Fallout 3? I think it was, or I don't remember which one it was, but they had like this massive expansion that came out when they did the Game of the Year edition, and it was almost big enough to call it another game. But you
Talking
had
about Point Lookout or Broken Steel?
I think it was Fallout
Because
3. I think it was Fallout 3.
Yeah. Those are the expansions in that game.
Oh, okay, I
Point
thought it was
Lookout
something
and Broken
Harvest.
Steel. Yeah.
I can look it up. It doesn't matter. But while I look it up, Irish, what does it mean for you for real about the console exclusivities not staying exclusive anymore? Does it
Oh, I
mean
mean,
anything to you?
I've just always been a PC gamer for the most recent time, and it's gonna be nice, like, to finally be able to play some games that everyone else has played.
Yeah.
Like, when the Master Chief Collection came out on the PC, I was like, oh, I can finally play Halo, and uh, yeah, like when Horizon Zero Dawn came out, I was like, oh, cool, I can finally check that out because I wanted to, and yeah, so like I played God of War, but like I love Uncharted, so I'll probably end up getting that when it comes out on the PC. And but yeah, if Gran Turismo ever comes out on the PC, that's probably the one thing that might make me not get a PS5 because I love me some Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I can see that being a big time deal seller. Now, I have a PS5 because I got a PS4 because I wanted a console that was more than just what a Nintendo could do, and because PS5 can do what Nintendo don't. Um, the exclusive titles was why I chose Sony over Microsoft. Also, I can play most of what I want that is Microsoft on the Xbox. I can play it on my PC because Game Pass. You get the Game Pass. It's like $10 a month, and almost every game that is coming out with. The fact that the Bethesda just got bought by them, it's all confirmed that going forward, a lot of their titles are going to be exclusive. Well, I get to play all of those basically just for the expansion pass at this point. Now, do I want the Xbox One Series X? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, sure. I'd love to have one. I'd love to be able to play the games the way they were intended in the living room, but I don't need to. I can just sit. I can just wait for them to come out. I think it's like 1 month or 2 months after they go exclusive on the console, they'll be allowed in the Game Pass. I'm not sure about the time frame, but Crunchy, back in the day, console exclusives was what made people buy games. What was that one exclusive that grabbed you that made you actually want to get a console?
You talking about now or back in the day?
Back in the day, like just
Oh man.
the one, like I mentioned the fact that I only bought an Xbox in the beginning because I played Halo, and it was so good. It played so well, and it was so far better than anything I'd played that I had to have an Xbox.
It was Halo for me too. It was Halo 3 and Halo Reach starting in
Really?
like 2007 or 8. Yeah. Halo
Okay.
and then in 2010. But honestly, to be real, like it was Halo 3 ODST. That's what like sold me on it. The
Wow.
atmosphere of that game, just the nature. It's so far from the other Halo games. And I was like, I want this game really badly. I can't play it on PlayStation, so I'm gonna get a 360. And then I got a 360.
By the way,
I mean, that's
it
basically it.
was Far Harbor was the one I was thinking of for Fallout 4.
Mm.
Yeah.
Whenever Far Harbor came out, it was such a massive expansion, and it took place outside of where Fallout 4 was located. It was completely separated in its own area. It was almost like a test case for a second variation of the game, just to bring it on back. Now, some of the titles that I was really enjoying the fact that they were exclusive was like Ghost of Tsushima, Spider Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War. I bought a PS4 God of War edition because of God of War. You know, it's, I mean, I it made my decision. I was gonna buy a console, and it made the decision just like Halo did for me. If I would have known that exclusives aren't gonna stay exclusive, I don't know. I maybe at that time still would have bought it because of how far back it was. But going forward, I mean, you're looking at less than a year and a half span between console and then PC. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I understand it, but in some respects, I don't like it. If something is supposed to be exclusive, and that's the selling point, it's exclusive. It should stay exclusive. It should stay exclusive until the next generation. Personally, but you know, if they're gonna port it over, port it over in the beginning. I don't know. I know they're just trying to drive sales and stuff like that, but um, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about porting of games. What do you have to say about it, Crunchy?
They're just, porting games, I think, is a good thing for everybody involved because it means at the beginning it wasn't exclusive, right? It wasn't exclusive for the console that you bought it on at the period of time. If you bought it early, that means basically you get to have all the new experiences before everybody else does, right?
Right.
You get first access to the DLC. You get first access to it. It's developed specifically for the hardware that you're playing it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's a plus on your side, but also for the developers, they get more money when they port it to the PC, and the people on PC get a new environment to play that game in. So
Okay.
literally everybody wins in that scenario.
Being devil's advocate, what time frame should it? This is exclusive. We're only going to have it here. How long before they're like, okay, you've had it here, you've had all that fun. Now we're going to try and we're going to try and double dip. We want to get these people now. How long of a time span is enough?
I think 2 years, right?
Now,
Because if you look at a lot of other games that are ported or don't start with PC ports, they actually get much higher resolutions that they're supported, like 4K 60 or 4K 120. They're much better optimized for PC. And I think alongside with making DLC and allowing the main people that bought it for the specific console it came out on, along with all those factors, 2 years is like the sweet spot where people still know the game, they haven't forgotten it, and there's still people that are clamoring to play it because it wasn't originally available on their hardware. Plus, they get a better version, one more acclimated to the software or hardware that they're on.
and by that time, the sequel can be launching for the secondary exclusive on the
Exactly.
original
Yeah.
console. Not to mention the in between that time frame is usually the variation of the timed exclusive, such as Red Dead. When Red Dead came out on PS4, on PlayStation, or on was it PlayStation and Xbox at the same time? It wasn't coming
Yeah,
to
I believe so.
PC for at least 6 months or a year. I can't remember how long
It's
it
like
was.
a year.
It was a year.
I remember it was like coming
Yeah.
out right around my birthday, like year before last, and I didn't get it until 2020. What do you think about this, Rob? You have anything
I
else to
think
add?
they got to be good ports. You go back and look at things like the
No, just
PC
all bubble
version of
pop
Saints
and
Row 2
Minesweeper.
and like Grand Theft Auto 4 and like how they were like dumpster fires of ports and still to this day have issues. Um,
My
it's just
favorite port
got to
was
be good.
probably Arkham Knight. That one was a really good port.
Yeah.
Like,
Grand Theft
wait,
Auto
Arkham
5 was a
Knight.
really good PC port. Oh, Arkham
Um,
Knight. I thought you meant Arkham Asylum.
yeah, I was like, you caught me on that. I was like, wait a minute, didn't that one break?
Yes, yeah.
I was like, I was trying to remember. I was like, it was Knight, wasn't it? He's fucking. All right,
It
cool.
was the one that self-destructed. It,
Oh
it
my
would it
god,
would
that
actually it
was.
would actually break your
I haven't even
PC.
played that
It
game.
would break your PC. I'm
Well,
not going to. I have a PC that functions now. I'm not risking that, even if they say it's better.
I I did not. I did not play it. Honestly, I never even finished Arkham
It
City.
wasn't that bad. I played it after they fixed all the performance issues on the PC.
Meh. I
You're a
was
brave
over.
man.
I was over Batman games at that moment. Whenever that happened, I moved on to other things. But Well, that's going to be it. It's going to be short and sweet on this one. That's going to be the main topic. But tonight we're going to do a little bit of a change up. You may have noticed that the mystery topic was not presented at the headline of the episode. That's because tonight we're going to do it a little bit different. For those of you at home who are new, welcome, by the way. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe and send it to all your fans and family. Send it to Grandma. She'll love us. Also, tell her to send it to all her friends, too. She won't know any better. Now, we have a mystery topic we do on every episode. Basically, one of us comes up with an idea of a topic we want to present to the group, and no one but the person presenting the topic knows the topic. So we present it and then discuss it as it is ready. So none of us have a chance to prepare. The only person who has forethought is that person. I normally have been doing it, but I've been wanting it to spread around a little bit and have everyone else have it get in on the love. So tonight, Irish is going to grace us with his mystery topic. Hit us with your mystery topic.
Tonight's mystery topic is, what is your video game confession? It's confession time, boys.
You're going to have to clarify.
I'll give you a moment to think about it, but mine is, would you kindly give me a break because I've never finished BioShock 1. I have finished BioShock 2, and I have finished BioShock Infinite, but I have never finished BioShock 1.
So you're the confessional about like what games have I not finished? Because we were
or like what is your like I've never finished the Halo campaign, I've only gotten through Halo 2. It's like, oh my gosh, Rob's never played Halo? Ugh.
I haven't played, is it 5 is the last one? 5's
Yeah,
the last
Halo
one,
5
right?
Survey.
Yeah.
I mean, people won't blame you for that one. It was pretty crap.
It
was the only one released during the Xbox One's entire life cycle.
Isn't that one not in Master Chief's collection?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, then yeah, that's why I haven't played it. I also don't have an Xbox. Okay. Well then,
or like I've got another one.
Go ahead.
I didn't mind the Virtual Boy. I didn't get like motion sick from it or anything. I liked it.
Hold on, wait. You didn't get motion sick from that, but you get motion sick from the Vive.
I know, dude.
That's weird.
Dude, it was the way that I have to move around.
Or be sitting, probably.
Yeah.
I think you should try sitting down.
In the Virtual Boy, it wasn't like VR. It was just games.
Everything was. It was Game Boy 3D. Red. I know.
Yeah.
Well, in that vein, I never played the Metroid Prime series.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I never even played it. I was not playing Nintendo consoles at the time that those came out. And when I finally got a Wii, it was more for nostalgia family kind of style thing where we would play like Galaxy. It's Galaxy. And we would play like the sports titles or whatever, but I never played I saw them and I wanted to play them, but the pushback that I got off of it for myself was I didn't like the whole first person using the Wiimote kind of. I didn't like the way the way that they were going with it. I wanted old school Samus, so I just never bothered with it. I mean, I could probably go get it now and play it. My son would probably enjoy the heck out of it. He's been playing the old school on the Nintendo. You have the old school library of regular and super, and they have like the old like Double Dragon and Punch Out,
nice.
And the original Metroid and the original like 3 or 4 Zelda games, and also all the original Mario's. And we'll be riding down the car, and I'll just hear the sound of a Metroid going off in the back seat. But I'll go ahead, Crunchy. What's yours?
Ah, man, I've got 3. Probably the most cardinal sin, right? And this one shakes me to my core. Now that I look back on it, I pre-ordered Fallout 76.
Oh no!
So did I.
You guys.
And not like the $130 version.
Oh,
like the collection.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah. I got
And
not
then
I got not the first level, but the second level, the like $70-$80 version. It came with like extra stuff. It was all in-game stuff though.
yeah. Yeah.
Credit it.
I bought
Yeah.
Aliens Colonial Marines.
Did you ever get it?
uh, my second one, the Fallout 76, I got the base game of the version eventually. But I went to GameStop. When I walked in there, I was like, "Can you guys ring me up?" And the guy rings me up, and he's like, "Oh, you want to cancel your pre-order, don't you?" And this was like a week after the game launched, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll just cancel that for you, man. It's rough, buddy." And he was like, "Dude, I've seen like 30 other people come in the past week to cancel this," and I'm like, "Oh no." But I actually, I actually ended up buying the game. I want to say like 6.5 months later, and playing like the new launch, the whatever fucking launch they called it, the
When they finally
where they
fixed a bunch of the
added
BS
NPCs.
and
Yeah, when they added the NPCs, I played it a bit before that. I got sick of it because it was basically boring. But you know, my second
Yeah.
confession, I liked Last of Us Part Two.
Dude, it
I
was
actually
really
liked
good.
it.
Yeah.
It was really good. Like I've seen a lot of people giving it
I don't
shit,
see why that's
but it was the
controversy.
voice acting was the voice acting was phenomenal. The story I think was
The
good. I think
video
it was
rendering,
good.
the model work that they
Oh
put into
man,
it, the
yeah.
mocap, all that stuff, the story the story that they cultivated in that game. I don't care who you are, you have to acknowledge the fact that they really went there, and they're in.
Oh yeah.
What were they supposed to do? In the last one, they got you with the story, the hook that grabbed you with the little girl, and then the combining of them, and then you were introduced to the whole universe. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm not no spoilers. Not going to talk about it because people are still haven't. But I mean, what were they supposed to do? Seriously, they couldn't just
I feel
repeat the
like
same
if you
shit.
didn't like the second one, you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
And you need
Yeah,
to finish it
or
for it to
or you have a
click.
closed mind. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen,
I feel like if you didn't like the second one, then you didn't understand the first one, right?
Yeah.
Because the first one went deep in on the human psyche and the flaws that are
yeah.
presented when you're forced to make such a choice.
Well,
And then the second one played exactly off of that motif, and it was fucking amazing. I loved it.
I honestly feel like the combination of the of one and two, if you play them back a little bit back to back, even if you have played them both before, I feel like you would get a little bit more of an appreciation for what they were trying to do because a lot of people misunderstand the first one, thinking it's like, oh, well, it's like a father and a daughter journey together, but it's not his daughter. He's not her dad, but he's trying to take care of her. But in truth, it's what you just said. It's the psyche of the world and the mentality, and it's like technically, I'm just gonna say it because it's been long enough for the first one. Now we're gonna spoilers for the end of Last of Us One if you haven't seen it. So 3, 2, here we go. Listen, at the end of the first one, when they had the thing with the choice that Joel had to make, I think Joel was wrong. I know that's a big controversy, and being as a father, if it was my child, of course not, but it's not his child. He was caring for her like a child, but one life for all the lives.
But
If you think about
but
it.
but she wasn't the first time they did that. It had
Now,
failed before.
Yeah,
I
but did he
heard
know
that.
that?
He didn't
But
know
did he
that.
know that?
He didn't
No,
know
Because
that.
that
Joel
means
didn't know
that
I don't
because
think
if he
so.
didn't know that, that still means
Right.
he weighed all lives versus one
Yeah.
life and chose the
Right.
one life.
He used it. He made a decision based on his personal connection to the person, which I get it. I'm not saying that that's technically the wrong choice necessarily because I would have done the same thing, but it's the many for the few or the few for the many. It was Sophie's choice. There was no way it was going to be the correct answer, but I mean, those of you who are playing the second one are getting to understand why it wasn't a good choice. Um,
Yep.
we're gonna stop it right there because this is not a Last of Us discussion. What is your last confession? Is that all three of them, or
Uh,
did I miss one?
no. Well, I'm not going to give you an exact number, but I spent a little bit too much in microtransactions on quite a few games, on League of
Fortnite.
Legends specifically. No, I've not spent a cent on Fortnite.
I tell you what,
No.
I got a confession for you. I played
What?
Fortnite. I played Fortnite. I
Oh,
only
I played
played.
Fortnite too.
I only played Fortnite for like a weekend, and it
Mm.
wasn't that bad.
No, I played it.
I don't see the controversy. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I actually supported a project back in I want to say 2016 or 17 called Par. It was a MOBA, third
You
person
broke
MOBA
up
that
right
Epic was
there. It's
developing.
called what again?
Paragon.
Paragon. Okay.
Yeah, it's a third person. It was a third person a MOBA uh battle arena kind of thing with your characters having abilities, like League of Legends or Overwatch or Smite, something like that. And they shut the project down, and they were trying to refund who had backed the project, and they couldn't get my like credit card or whatever. So I was like, you know what, just give it to me in V-Bucks, and they gave me like $100 worth of V-Bucks.
Wow.
Everybody was like, money in Fortnite, huh, loser. And I'm like, I actually didn't, but go ahead, feel just. So I have like all the exclusives for Fortnite from like I think I have the original
I
Skeleton Knight or something. I don't know. It's really just like from October or something of 2017. It's a long time.
honestly,
I
I don't
think I
think the
think
game
my
is that
account's worth
bad.
money. I
I
think
think
my
it got a
account's worth
bad
a lot of
rap.
money now.
I was enjoying PUBG at the time, and everyone
Hmm.
started playing Fortnite. I like not very long ago, but a long time after the PUBG and Fortnite was a thing. I tried it out. It wasn't so bad. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't really care for it that much, but I didn't hate it. Hate it. So is that your mystery topic? You
Yeah,
done?
that's it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. So, uh, so we don't have Irish hogging all of the spotlight. We're gonna go into crunch time. Now, our crunch time topic, for those of you who are new, again, welcome. Don't forget to comment, send it to your grandma, all that good stuff.
Don't
Crunch
forget
time
Grandpa.
topic, send it to your what?
Don't forget Grandpa.
Oh, grandma's gonna send it to
Yeah,
grandpa. Grandpa doesn't know how to use a smartphone.
that's
Um,
correct.
my my dad actually not very long ago finally got a smartphone for the first time,
Oh
and
no.
he was started using it. He actually created a Facebook account. He was so proud of himself. He did it on his own, and he was getting excited. But he got kind of mad because after like a week, no one was sending him messages and photos, and no one was like doing anything with his Facebook. He forgot to send us links to any of it. He didn't. He just expected us to just appear on it. It just work.
Like magic, right?
Just
Like
yeah.
magic.
It was anyway. I'm gonna skip right
That's
along.
good. That's pretty good.
Um. So for those of you who are new, for the record, Crunchy has this segment we call Crunch Time. He has 1 minute to tell us as much as he possibly can about a topic. Now he sends me in advance two topics to choose from, and each week I decide and then give it to him. Usually I'll let everyone else pick and then just tell him what it comes out to be. But there's only two of us, so it really didn't matter. I literally flipped a coin. So tonight, let me get my 1 minute set up here. Tonight he has 1 minute to fill our minds and expand our horizons on Microsoft buying Bethesda. And go.
Okay, so essentially the big thing about Microsoft buying Bethesda means that if you have a PlayStation, you're kind of SOL, you're kind of screwed. I don't know about Nintendo, but the Phil Spencer, who is the head of Microsoft of Xbox, has said that all games that are coming out from Bethesda in the future are going to be released I hate you guys so much, are going to be released on Game Pass, but not on consoles that don't have Game Pass. So if you have PlayStation, you're not going to be able to play any of the new games. Elder Scrolls, Starfield. They have confirmed that the projects that are already previously announced, such as Deathloop, are going to be announced on those consoles and released on those consoles. But anything after that from a prior agreement is not going to be. So basically, your ability to be able to buy the new Elder Scrolls lies in your ability to go and buy a PlayStation, or a PC or a Xbox. You're not going to be able to play it on PlayStation, rather. So that's Game Pass has effectively taken over Bethesda. All the big Bethesda titles
And
are
that's time.
all the big Bethesda titles are going to Game Pass.
That was some wild ride. Thank you so much. I feel so enlightened. I got all of that. Absolutely. That was so much knowledge in the ear holes in the brain.
Yeah. I'm glad I could elucidate you guys on such a scintillating matters.
This is a family show. We don't use those words. Thank you.
Very scintillating.
So, moving right along, this is Crunchy's absolute favorite thing that he's not directly connected to. This is a segment we call Robservation. I would love to describe Robservation, but Robservation cannot be described. It can only be experienced. So,
it is an experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a Robservation. You're welcome.
You know, I've noticed some people are so bad at video games that they could use a 3-torial.
Oh.
It's true. I know a few people that are really, really bad.
I'm gonna hurt you, Rob.
And
I'm glad that got both of you.
You're only an hour away. You're only an hour away.
And that I said you're welcome. All right, so that is going to be the end of Robservation for this episode. Expect more next time. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Come back and find out. If you make sure you hit that notification bell and get notified next time. You may be surprised what you may learn, because we talk about stuff. Now, to wrap it up, normally what we do is we talk about things that we're playing and stuff like that, but we're going to do just a little bit different. What games are we looking forward to this year? Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, so not a lot of games are coming out, so there's not a huge list to come from. So I'm going to say one. I'm going to let you guys say one. I don't want to say one that you guys are going to say from my list, so I'm just going to say I'm actually looking very much forward to the Oddworld, Soulstorm. I loved Oddworld back in the day. Abe's Odyssey, Abe's Exodus. I loved the whole thing. I don't remember finishing the second game, but I remember just loving it. The gameplay, the elements, the way that the whole like lemming mentality that they use for the characters. But this one looks really good. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually show him cutting the straps off of his mouth in the trailer of this one, and he's supposed to finally speak. And that's been a big point of contention for a lot of fans of the Oddworld series. If anybody out there is understanding what I'm talking about, you got me. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to Oddworld Soulstorm. I keep trying to say it's Abe's Storm for some reason.
Yeah.
Abe Storm. That's going to be the sequel. So, Rob, Irish, Lord, whatever. I don't care anymore.
You down there.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned I like Gran Turismo? Because
No.
I'm really excited for Gran Turismo 7.
I'm sorry. This is games coming out in 2020.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that is not coming out. Wait,
what games are coming out in 2020?
Right?
Well,
Are we going
I'm
backwards?
really excited for it.
Are we
Gran
going backwards?
Turismo was supposed to come out in 2020. It's been. I'm sorry. Games coming out in 2021. My bad. I said 2020.
It took you a solid 17 seconds for that.
Wow. I can't believe you let me hang out like that. All right, cool. So
I tried to get you, bud.
games we're looking forward to releasing this year. Oh my God, it's been a long day,
man.
and I tell you what, guys, I have lost a lot of sleep in the last like week, so my brain is just clicking off right now. So Irish, what
I
game are
think
you looking forward
all
to
the
this
games I've
year?
been looking forward to, I think, have been postponed. Like
So
I
you got
think
nothing. We're
Kerbal
moving
Space
on.
Program 2 got postponed to
No,
next
it did
year.
not.
I think it did. It
No,
probably
no, no, no,
did.
no,
It
no.
got
That
pushed back recently, I think.
did it. I'm gonna
What
look
did?
that up.
Kerbal
Kerbal.
Space Program 2?
Oh no, no, really?
I
Oh
think
man.
so.
So this segment's just gonna quickly turn into games we're
Like
disappointed aren't coming
disappointment.
out this year.
Yeah. Yeah, 2022.
Oh man.
KSP2. Yeah. It's okay, just mod KSP1 to like the moon. Actually, no, to Elu and back.
God, wow, really?
Yeah.
The last game came out in 2011.
They're still releasing updates on it, like with adding new
2011. Think
Really?
content
about
and
that.
stuff.
It came out in 2014.
That was probably like the first beta or alpha even. Game's been out
It says
forever.
Kerbal Space Program launched in June 24th, 2011.
What about
Aw.
Kerbal Space Program 1.0?
Yeah, whatever.
If this in the thumbnail, we'll get like 20 more clicks.
This is not a cat meme video.
Give the cat nerd face. So KSP
No.
1.0 was 2015. That's when it came out of early access and was more than just like a
Mm.
mobile game. Like when it first came out, it was literally just like, hey, put a rocket together and launch it up. And now there's like solar system and mods with like other solar systems and like mods that add warp drives. And now there's like rotating parts in stock so you can make helicopters. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff now.
New
Like there's
Pokemon
science
Snap comes
experiments
out
that you
this
can
year.
put like on the ground. They just added like construction,
Mm.
like EVA construction recently. So you can get your Kerbals out in space and like detach a
Get your Kerbals off.
solar panel that's in the wrong spot now that you need more access to a docking port to.
Sounds like you've been playing a lot of Kerbal. I gotta ask you this. Okay,
Yeah.
is Kerbal multiplayer? Can
There's a
we
mod for that.
Can we all play Kerbal together?
Not base. Not base multiplayer, but there's a mod apparently.
Yeah.
I have a couple of games here that are being released this year. If you would like me to read off the list, I can. But before I do, what game are you looking forward to, Crunchy, this year?
Oh. Well, my game actually got postponed last year, so it's probably coming out this year. Dying Light 2. If you haven't played the
Yeah.
original Dying Light, you should really, really do yourself a favor and go pick it up for like $30. It's so good.
It
It's a
goes on sale for
very
less than that.
yeah, right. Like they gave me the limited edition or the complete edition has like the following DLC, which is like I want to say like 40 extra hours of content. It's like Dead Island meets Mirror's Edge parkour. It's literally a first person zombie parkour game, which, think about it for a second. What's the advantage that what humans have on zombies? On just regular zombies?
Parkour.
Move. We can move. We have the ability to move way faster than them. So somebody actually took that idea and combined it with a parkour system that's really, really good and created Dying Light 1. Now, Dying Light 2 looks to improve everything that the first game did. And I can't wait for it to actually come out, hopefully this year. Same thing with Starfield. I want to play Starfield.
That's not
It's
coming out this year. There's no
oh,
way.
shut up.
That's,
No,
it's not coming
I'm
out
holding
this
out
year.
hope. I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope. Shut up. Okay.
You can hold out hope. You're gonna get a. You're not gonna get it. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can tell you right now. Listen,
Open one hand and see which one fills up first.
look. I'm gonna tell you right now. With the state of Bethesda and Microsoft and them trying to, make something out of this whole merger, this buyout or whatever. If Starfield was a thing, they would be pumping the shit out of it already. You would already be seeing early footage of it. You'd already be getting promos. There would be merch out. You have no concept of what Starfield is other than it's Fallout in space. You know what Fallout in space looks like? What's that game?
Fallout, Outer Worlds.
The
Outer Worlds. That's the one. That's Fallout in space. You're not getting that. You're not getting that for Starfield. This is going to be more like a cross between
No,
like
Mass Effect.
Everspace
Mass
and Elite Dangerous. That's what you're going to end up with.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be Bethesda, but with that game that won't ever release, Star Citizen. It's going to be a Bethesda version of Star Citizen. That's what's going to happen. I have no faith in it. Sorry. I have no faith in it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to beat around the bush about it. No.
I hope not.
But we've spent 12,000 hours perfecting the light reflection off of one window on this spaceship that has 10 million windows on it.
I don't
Just
care.
imagine how much time.
Congrats.
I don't
1% more finish with the game.
1%, yeah.
So just trying to bring this back. I'm just gonna list off 3
Bring it all
games just
back.
to get it out. Returnal. That game looks amazing. I don't know exactly what the premise is going to end up being, other than lady astronaut lands on a planet. The whole planet's out to kill her, and she keeps on dying and respawning back at the beginning. It's kind of like this endless loop of death. You get so far, and then you die. You go all the way back to the beginning. It's kind of like a roguelite, but you keep your knowledge and experience kind of style. But it looks amazing. Resident Evil Village. I played the demo of that. Irish, you played the demo as well. That game plays and looks. I just can't wait for
broke
it.
the demo.
So broke the demo. You broke the demo. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you at home who have played the demo, there's this scene where you're creeping through this mansion area, and there's like this creepy lady thing who's like made of wasp or whatever. I don't know how to describe
Rose
it.
or
but
something.
I don't know, but it's supposed to be like a creepy thing where she like walks through the shadow and then out of sight, goes up the stairs. Well, you're supposed to like try to like not go up the stairs, but like go to the other doors or whatever. He beelines it for the stairs, runs straight up to her, and he tries to punch her in the demo. He has no weapons, no health.
Knowing full well there's no such ability like that at this
there's
point.
nothing. He literally just like walked into her. That was all he could do. It's just like he just pushed the character into her. She turned around and then like disappeared.
Yeah, she just disappeared.
she like bugged out. Like the character. By the way, the character like can eat you. By the way, it's like it was like running. It was like the nemesis busting out into a hallway, and he's looking that way, and you come up from behind him. You're like, "What's up?" That's what he did.
He was just like, ah.
And then he goes back down the stairs and around, and then she comes down and she eats him like 2 times or whatever. He almost died. It was so funny. But I was just like, I was dumbfounded because when I had played the demo, I didn't do what he did. And I was just like, oh, you gotta watch out. I was just waiting for her to like come down and grab a hold of him or something. But the Resident Evil Village, if you're an RE fan at all, if you played the last one, it looks so good. I can't wait. Big, huge lady with massive jugs, just gonna squish you. Yeah.
Don't even start.
He wants to play it in VR, so 7'8" tall lady can rest her boobies on his head.
Jesus.
You
fucking degenerates.
I can dream.
That's what he says. Anyway, Halo Infinite. If it comes out this year.
If it comes out this year.
If it comes out this year, I don't know that it is. It was supposed to be out already. I think it's gonna come out towards the summertime, maybe late summer. I don't know. Any last ones?
Coming out winter 2021.
It was supposed to come out in 2020.
I know, but they postponed it till I think
6
next
months.
winter. Oh. Good luck
Yeah,
on that.
next
I feel like
winter.
at this rate, they're
next
just going to
winter
postpone
is
2021.
October.
2021 has been postponed until 2022. Roll the calendars back.
Well,
yeah, that makes sense.
Do you guys have any last minute looking forward to's? 2021. No, okay.
No, because everything's been
Elder Scrolls 7, Elder Scrolls 6 in like 25 years.
Where's
The
my
announcement
mute
for
crunch
Elder
him?
Scrolls
Where's
6.
my button I can crunch him? I can just mute him. So that's going to be it for us tonight, guys and girls. And Grandma, welcome, Grandma. We love having you.
Not Grandpa.
Grandpa, he's cool too.
Grandpa will
I mean,
click on it. Yeah.
Grandpa.
But did he make them cookies though?
Grandpa eats the cookies. Grandpa don't make the cookies.
Yeah, he doesn't make the cookies. He eats them.
I tell you what. Grandpa buys the cookies. All right, Grandpa can have the cookies because he buys them. Now, that's gonna be it for us tonight, for real. It's been fun. Sorry for the ramble. We do that sometimes. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's been fun. Remember, everybody, there's a like button. Click it. I tell you what. If you didn't like our topic, hit the dislike button. If you want to hear something different, comment. Put a comment. Tell me what you want to hear, because we'd love to talk about it. If you have something you want to say to us, in the description is a link to our Discord. You come in our Discord, we'd be happy to hear what you got to say. And unless it's not very pleasant or family friendly, then we'll just cut you out.
Or do it anyways. I would love to see somebody roast fire.
I get roasted all the time. What are you talking about? That's gonna... I thank you guys for joining me tonight. Irish, as always, a pleasure. Crunchy, as always, man. You guys keep it nerdy.